one of my great loves, and today I'm going to pop it in a pie.
I'm smelling all these lovely flavours, but
Yes.
it looks really simple, this one, isn't it?
Yes, it is simple, but still delicious.
That's what I like.
I know you might get a bit nervous with the simplicity of it, but don't worry.
Simple dishes work really well. For most people who are at home, you want something you can throw together in a couple of minutes, packed full of flavour.
Correct. Now,
Okay.
I'm going to get you busy because I feel like you're talking a bit too much. So let's pop...
What's wrong with that?
I know. Let's pop some yoghurt into that sweet potato. So I've already got some sweet potato that's been boiled. So it's just softened. I like
whole
to use... No, just a little bit, please.
Like a tablespoon?
Correct, maybe two. So a lot of people would use butter or milk or cream in their mashed potato, but I'm using yoghurt.
Or all of them?
Or all of them. If you're you, yes, all of them.
How's that? Is that enough?
It is. So I'm starting on the dal, and I'm doing a slight variation on it today, but I've got some garlic, ginger and onion in the pan with some olive oil, and I'm just going to add my cumin seeds.
Now, if you don't know what Dahl is,
Yes.
it's lentils. But when I travelled through India,
tell me.
we'd go through and you'd stop and you'd sit down in a little shop and you'd have different types of Dahl with different types of lentils.
Yes.
And they'd make the chapatis or the bread and you sort of scoop it up.
Yes.
Very, very healthy, very, very simple.
Yes.
And very, very cheap. But, geez, it keeps you going.
It does. And that you've actually described it perfectly. I've just thrown some curry leaves in here, by the way.
Hang on, I've described it. What, sorry?
You have, perfectly.
Oh.
But I've got some curry leaves, so you can start to smell those really classic Indian kind of flavours and smells coming out of here. So if you can chop that carrot for me, Richo, that would be great. But I'm using some sustainable cookware today. So the body of this is made out of 100% recycled aluminium.
That's fantastic.
It is good, isn't it? And non-stick, so very easy to clean, which is why I love it.
Now, I know this is one of your dishes because the skin's on it.
Yes.
Do you want me to cut this in half?
Yeah, please, and then chopped.
Right, gotcha.
Please. Now, I've added the lentils in here, so I'm just combining it with all those beautiful curry leaves, and I throw a little bit of turmeric in as well.
Nice.
Just for a bit of flavour.
There's a lot of flavour coming off that. I'm loving it.
Yeah, good. Good, I'm glad.
Great.
Chuck it in, why not?
Okay.
Go
Go
for
straight
it.
in. In there go.
So if you could grab the water and that stock, and all we need is 2 teaspoons of stock powder in there.
It's like a bucket, this thing,
It
isn't it?
is. Okay. It's a litre of fluid, my friend.
Litre of
so
fluid.
the thing about this is it actually soaks up a lot of fluid. We're going to cook the dal for a while, so 2 of those. Thank
Two of those
you.
into here? Okay.
Beautiful, and then stir it around and pop it in here.
Okay, with the teaspoon.
Yes, wonderful. And when you're ready, you can pour that in here.
I'm
Now,
ready.
Perfect. So this is really good for your veggie intake. So lentils count in your veggie intake, so great for your chronic disease risk for your brain as well.
Do you want the whole lot in?
Yeah, go for it. The
Perfect.
litre, because it does all simmer away and soak in. And we're
Nice.
going to leave that for 35 minutes. But you can see I've added the carrot as well, so even more veggies go in.
Gotcha.
Very, very healthy. Now, actually, before I pop the lid on, could you please put those tomatoes in? So that's a can of tomatoes.
Chopped up. You can use passata if you want.
You could.
And
Yep.
if you had some scruffy-looking tomatoes in the bottom drawer of the fridge,
Yeah.
chop them up and put them in.
Exactly what I do, but this just adds a bit of sweetness to the dish as well, the tomato, absolutely. So we're going to simmer this for 35 minutes and then we can make our little pies. Now look at this. That dal has simmered right down, all that fluid has been absorbed, and now we start constructing some goodness.
I'm looking at this, and you could actually serve this straight away with the mash on one side,
could.
the dal on the other, and you just spoon it together and eat it. But you're making it really fancy
I'm
now.
taking it a step further, my friend, because I'm dealing with you in the kitchen. I feel like I need to step it up a little bit.
You bring your best game.
Yeah, I
Is that
am.
what you're saying? Okay,
Absolutely, I have to.
I like that.
So I've made a small couple of tweaks to this dal. I wouldn't normally use the stock. I would normally just use water, a couple of things, but I'm looking for this kind of, this is very nice. It looks better than what it does at home. This is good.
Flatten out like that, but I'm just going to...
Yeah.
You like that?
I
Rugging it
do.
up a bit?
That's a bit more like home, a little bit more wonky.
Yeah, a
Yeah,
little
beautiful. No one's using a palette at my house.
Like a wonky donkey.
Correct.
Okay, I
Oh,
like
that's
that.
a great book.
My favourite is...
Yes.
I wrote to the zoo to send me a pet.
Yes.
And they
sent me
a lion.
Yeah.
Wow, he was too fierce.
Oh my goodness,
I
this
sent
is
him
so
back.
cute. I can just imagine Richo doing all these things.
So they sent me a frog.
Yes.
He was too jumpy. I sent him back.
Oh my gosh.
I like that.
I must feel a bit emotional today because I feel like having a tear that you know all these things. That's nice.
Well, having 3 boys, and we talk
Yes.
about this with kids, there's a lot of repetition
Yes.
and so
Yeah.
so you get to know these songs really,
Perfect.
really well.
Doesn't this look glorious though? But can I just say this? This is veggie packed. So you've got sweet potato, you've got the lentils which count, you've got the onion in the dal, you've got the carrot, but it's also gluten-free. So if you've got friends who are celiac coming for dinner, you can make these ahead of time. These are absolutely perfect. That's going to go in the oven just for like 10, 15 minutes, a bit of top heat.
Top heat to
Yeah.
get it really caramelised.
Yes, correct, and then you can dig in. go. A little bit of top colour on the sweet potato. Perfect.
Like that?
Nailed it. Go for it.
A little
Have a
taste.
taste of that vegetarian goodness.
And I like the way you put the sweet potato with the Dahl because it is a wet dish
Yes.
and the sweet potato just soaks it all up beautifully.
Ah,
Great flavour, lots of spices in there, but also the sweetness of the sweet potato. That's why they made it sweet potato, because it is sweet.
yeah, it is. And it's
You
low
like
GI and good for you. But this is, this is really nourishing comfort food, but also good for you. And as you can see, really easy to make at home.
I would have to agree with you on that one. It is delicious and easy.